speaking of parties on the campaign trail, President Cyril Ramaphosa is in the Northern Cape today for the ANC's provincial manifesto launch. He will deliver the keynote address in the coming hours. Our reporter Aldrin St-Pierre is live for us at the Kgaleshiwe Stadium in Kimberley. And Aldrin, I want us to go back a few hours. Last night, Cyril Ramaphosa issuing a call for those who've been involved in corruption to confess their sins. But are those confessions likely to come?
And that's the thing, right, Mbegile, is it enough for the president to call on those who have transgressed, those who have broken the constitution, those who are corrupt? Is it enough for the president to merely just come forward and say to them that go public and confess those sins? Remember that the posture before from the president has been that let's wait after the commission and then action must be taken. The posture from the ANC has been let's call on everyone who know anything about state capture to go to the state capture commission. But now we see the president of the ANC taking a different stand and calling and really speaking to the conscience of those who have been implicated in Project State Capture to come forward and publicly confess to their sins. But right now, let me just quickly bring in the head of organizing of the ANC, Senzo Mkhunu, who is also here at the Kgaleshiwe Stadium to speak about today's event. Good afternoon, good morning, sir. Is this part of the mobilization?
Yeah, this is part of mobilization. How are you?
I'm good. Let's just quickly speak about identifying the Northern Cape, first of all, as one of those provinces where the ANC president felt that after the election manifesto, the national manifesto was launched, this is where he should be. This should be the first province where he launches the provincial manifesto.
Yeah, definitely. This is the first province where the president is going to be appearing after the national launch of our manifesto, which was also the launch of our election campaign, formally and official.
Why specifically the Northern Cape?
Well, the Northern Cape is our base. It may be a small province in terms of population, but their voting power is very decisive and is very important, especially also because of the makeup of the population here. It sends a very good message to the country as a whole. They may be small, but they are quite a mixed province, but in the main, they are our base, and therefore we want to show that this is our base, and we start here, and then we fly.
It is a small province. It's also one of the smaller provinces for the ANC as well in terms of the structures. But when it comes to the voting, the DA, for instance, has identified this province as one of their strategic provinces where they feel that they can wrestle over power from the ANC. What's your take on this?
Well, we always note this, that opposition parties will wish that they establish themselves in this and that province, and it's them saying so. But what we are saying as the African National Congress, this is our base. We have a by-election coming up here in Kgaleshiwe, and there's no doubt, I was there yesterday, we have overwhelming support. So you may wish, wishes are always good. Some you can send them to court, some you can dream. But the fact of the matter is that Northern Cape remains our base, and we want to consolidate it even more.
And very important, if you try to consolidate, is the unity of the party within this province. There was a fallout post the provincial election, and then also after the national NESREC conference. And we heard Zamani Sol, the chairperson of the province, yesterday speaking about that there is some sort of unity. But from what we've understood, that there are some members of the ANC who are still reeling from the aftershock, I guess, of the NESREC conference, who are refusing to campaign for the party.
Yes, the last time we were here, it was 2 months ago, with the provincial structures and regional structures. We gave them very clear directives. But of course, we understand members of the ANC at all levels are human beings. There will be a tendency to get too deep with this feeling or that feeling. But the line that the movement is putting forward to all its members is to say, heed the call of the organization. Step up, step out of of any form of factionalism. Any form of factionalism. Get to the mode of unifying the organization, renewing the organization. There is no member of the ANC who has not been affected at one point or the other by internal matters. All of us have gone through that. But what you do as a member of the ANC, wanting and wishing the future, a bright future for the organization, you put yourselves online and you put your own feelings and everything down, and then you put the ANC up and first. And this is what we're persuading and are calling, including here in the Northern Cape.
Just quickly before we wrap up, there is the issue around the recall of the Premier. That was the provincial conference has taken that resolution. Do you think that the NEC itself may have made a miscalculation by not enforcing that resolution by this PEC?
No. I don't even want to venture anywhere near premiership and all those matters. What I want to emphasize, though, is that the ANC has proper and tried and tested traditions in terms of how it goes through those processes. Let us all abide by those. But for now, is the campaign. And only one thing, the campaign and the united and efficient machinery of the ANC. All of us are called upon to put our own personal things behind and the ANC first.
Okay then, thank you so much. Senzo Mkhunu, the head of organizing of the ANC. They're speaking about the election manifesto, the provincial election manifesto, which will be launched by the president in the next couple of hours from now. We will expect the president to be delivering the keynote address. But Tembegile, very important is the issue around unity of the party, and we know how divided this province has been. And as I've indicated to Senzo Mkhunu as well, is that we know that there are some members of the party, very senior in this province, who are refusing to campaign for the ANC.